Welcome to Parallel Universe. Today, we are talking Cliff Richard. For decades, Cliff Richard was more than just a singer. He was a symbol of British pop itself, a clean-cut heartthrob whose smile, voice, and charm dominated charts, television, and cinema for generations. From screaming fans in the late 1950s to record-breaking sales that rivaled the biggest names in music history, Cliff's rise seemed unstoppable. Yet over time, his presence slowly faded from the headlines, leaving many wondering how someone so famous could become so quietly distant. Born Harry Roger Webb on October 14, 1940, in Lucknow, British India, Cliff moved to England as a child and grew up during a period of post-war hardship. Music became his escape, and by his late teens, he had reinvented himself as Cliff Richard, bursting onto the scene with a sound that blended rock and roll with a polished British identity. His 1958 hit, Move It, is often credited as one of the first true British rock songs, instantly turning him into a national sensation. Throughout the 1960s, Cliff's success exploded. He released hit after hit, starred in popular films, hosted television specials, and became a household name not just in the UK, but across Europe, Australia, and beyond. While other stars burned out or fell into chaos, Cliff carefully cultivated an image of discipline, faith, and control, steering clear of the scandals that swallowed many of his peers. That image, however, became both his strength and his burden. As music tastes changed in the 1970s and 1980s, Cliff adapted, scoring major comebacks with songs like Devil Woman and We Don't Talk Anymore, proving his staying power. But behind the scenes, his private nature fueled endless speculation. Cliff never married, kept his personal life tightly guarded, and increasingly leaned into his Christian faith, which became central to his identity. This distance from public curiosity created mystery, and mystery often invites rumor. The turning point came decades later, when allegations made headlines and cast a shadow over his legacy. Although Cliff consistently denied wrongdoing and was never charged, the media storm took a toll. Years of legal battles, public scrutiny, and emotional strain pushed him further away from the spotlight he once dominated. Even after court rulings cleared his name, the damage was already done. The joy he once found in fame had been replaced with caution and fatigue. As the industry evolved and younger artists took center stage, Cliff chose peace over prominence. He continued to record music, tour selectively, and maintain a loyal fanbase, but on his own terms. Today, Cliff Richard's absence isn't the story of a fallen star. It's the story of a man who gave his entire life to the public, then quietly stepped back to protect what little privacy he had left. His legacy remains untouched by time. Over 250 million records sold, countless #1 hits, and a career that shaped modern British music. Cliff Richard didn't disappear. He simply chose dignity, faith, and quiet endurance over noise, proving that sometimes the strongest exit is the softest one.